Welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to complete this program showing how do while loop works. Now let me complete the program which I had to leave in my earlier tutorial because of time constraint. Now I declare this variable called person. In this variable the name of the person to whom the greeting message to be sent will be stored, and this is the syntax of the do while loop. I showed the do, then opening curly brace, close curly brace, then while. Within the while I write the condition. I will write the condition little bit later. I will come back to it. Now what I am going to do here now, I have accepted the person name from the keyboard. Now I will check whether the user has really entered any name or he has just pressed enter, because if he just press enter without entering any name, that means he wants to exit the program. That is the way the program has been designed. So it checks the length, because if the user has not entered any name, the length of the string length of person will be 0. So person.length is a function of string variable, is not equal to 0. That means there is something he has entered. Then I am going to display a greeting message, system out println, and the greeting message is welcome that person name. So this is the greeting message I am sending. But if the user has not entered any name but has just pressed enter, that means he wants to exit the program. So in the first one I write the comment when a name is entered. Here in the else, that means when enter key is pressed without any name. In this case I am going to display a message that I am exiting the program. Leaving the program and a bye-bye message. Now here I am checking the condition once again, which I already checked with if. I check this condition with if to display the appropriate message, because if the user has not entered any name, there is no point in saying welcome and then a blank. So here I am checking the length as a part of the while condition. It is not name, actually it is person. The name of the variable is not name, it is person. So while person.length is not equal to 0, that means user has entered a real name. Again it will go back to this beginning of the loop and execute these statements again, this block of statements. So when this condition is true, it will go back to the beginning of the loop and execute this block of statements. So now I hope now you got it, the idea. Next what I am going to do is, when the user has not entered any name, that means he has just pressed enter. In other words, he has expressed his desire to leave the program. I'll display a final message, system out println. Now I'm going to display the message to the user who invoked the program. Bye bye your name. Now let me execute the program so that you get an idea how it really works. You know how to run the program. You have to press Shift F6 or right click run file. It's asking for your name. Say you write your name as user1. Please type the name to be greeted. You say Stephen Hawking. It's a good name. So it displays the message welcome Stephen Hawking. Is asking again to provide the name, another name. This time you say Richard Feynman, another very good name, and it again sends a greeting message. So when you press enter, it exits the program with a final greeting message. Now let me explain once again how the program flows. So this is the do while loop. Before that, you display one prompt and accept the name of the user from the keyboard, which you stored into the string variable username. Then this is the do while loop, which will be executed repeatedly as long as the user enters some name. But when the user does not enter a name, only press enter without a name, it will understand that it wants to exit the program. And the way it interprets this is it checks the length of the name that has been entered. When user presses only enter, the length of that string variable will be 0, and from that it will understand that the user wants to exit the program. So here is the check person.length. When the person.length is not equal to 0, that means some name has been entered, so it will go to the beginning of the loop. But when it is 0, it will go to the end of the program, displaying another message. I'll see you in the next tutorial.